There's live on air. Looks like we are on.
Okay.
Greetings, YouTube land, and I am very lucky again to be joined by the very beautiful Gary G, aka Gary G Reviews, aka Gary G Gaming, and Xena GK, where she does a lot of her Xena music videos and trailers and stuff that she put together. But right now, as the title implies, Gary G's Destiny Twitch stream, and we might get into other gaming topics, but we're going to really focus on the Twitch stream that I just saw like moments ago and what Gary G was streaming. Now, as you guys know, I don't have the Ethernet cable just yet. When I go visit my dad, next week, that's when it will come in the mail. But it works perfectly fine on my phone. So the way I was doing it, my computer's here. I put the phone up here. I have a little table up there, and then I can type while watching. That's how I'm doing it. And if I have to go to the kitchen or wherever, I take it with me. And then if I have to type, I have to run from that room and come back here and type and run back because I can move this. So that's how I've been doing it. But I've been watching it the whole time. So yeah, Gary, you want to introduce yourself?
Okay, so thank you for that wonderful introduction, first of all.
Of course.
Yeah, awesome as always. So, guys, yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Gary G from Gary G Reviews and Gary G Gaming, and also Xena GK from my Xena Music channel. And yeah, we are here to discuss some gaming stuff, and I hope you like it. Of course, you have to know my friend Sam, who is just awesome.
Oh.
And his awesome channel, and yeah, just we are about to have our wonderful one of our wonderful hangouts now. So yeah, hope you enjoy
it. So I don't know how much I missed of your stream. When I saw the message, I literally just got up, and it looked like it said about 20 minutes ago was when you left me the message that you're going to be streaming. So I take it I missed about 20 minutes, right? When I came.
No, actually, because when you wrote to me, I think that I was just starting.
Oh, okay. So like maybe nothing really, maybe like a couple minutes or something, or like a minute.
Maybe, yeah. I'm not really sure. You have to see it again from the beginning, I guess, to see where you get in. But yeah, I'm sure that it's not much.
Okay. I've never played the game, Destiny. I've seen, Spy the Movie Guy, my good friend Steve. He did an LP of it. He's done with it currently. So I've seen quite a few of that. There's some different kind of play styles that you guys have, and it's great. And I do just want to focus on, today's stream, what I saw. Wow, you lasted a long time before dying. The darkness did not consume you for a very long time. And then once you died at one time, near the end of the stream, getting closer to the end, and then like 20 seconds later, you died again. And I think you were just getting kind of frustrated because I like how you have like a safe place, like my little safe zone, I think you called it. I can't remember exactly. You would go up the steps here. It's like your safe zone, you would call it. My safe zone.
Yeah.
But before you were going there, you were going up the stairs, and this kind of creature was coming down the stairs, and I think like it killed you. That was a thing that got you the second time.
And don't forget, I managed to kill myself like
and you
twice.
Managed to kill yourself. Yeah, you were talking about the pillars. Watch out for the pillars or the walls or the pillars. You don't want to like hit the pillars or something, because I believe it like knocks you back or knocks it back to you or something.
Yeah, I call them columns, but
columns. That's it. Okay. Real quick, I think we are joined here by AB Brown 38. Andrew.
Hey man.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing much.
Yeah, we're just here with Gary G, and I just got done maybe about 15 minutes ago watching her live stream, her Twitch stream of Destiny. Do you know the game? You probably
do. I know the game.
Cool. And you probably played, I'm sure.
I didn't have enough money to buy it when it came out.
Oh, okay. Hey, I haven't played it either. In any case, yeah, so she just had the Twitch stream, and we're kind of talking about that, and there was something I wanted to ask you, and I can't remember what it was. I just totally went blank. Uh, oh, I was gonna say I think this is of course the first time. Of course, it is the first time you're meeting Gary G, right? Because the last time we had to split it in two parts. We were having some internet problems, or I was in any case.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Yeah, so this is Gary G. I don't know if she's a big-time gamer as well, game reviewer, reviews movies as well. I don't know if you're subscribed to her, but yeah, please. She
Yeah.
has 3 channels. If you could subscribe to her as well and just get the word out.
Yeah.
You know,
Give me
spread
her channel stuff and I'll subscribe to her.
Oh, sure.
Well, only if you want to. I mean, it's
Sure,
not
yeah.
necessary.
Of course. Yeah,
I like your voice and you seem pretty awesome, so that earns at least a look.
there you
Okay.
go. Those are some of the best reasons. So long as the person is cool and awesome and put out awesome content,
There you
they're
go.
well worth the sub. That's what I say. Especially if you're a gamer or a movie fan. But yeah. So I like the part, like this was kind of near the beginning part, you threw a grenade or like eat the grenade or something like that, and
Yeah.
you threw one like close up at a wizard, but then the one that was really an amazing shot was I think it was another wizard or another creature. It was kind of a little bit farther out a little bit, and you threw it, and then you kind of see it arc and then hit the guys, and it just kind of blew up. Fantastic shot.
Yeah, that was cool.
Very, very cool indeed. And I heard you swear for the first time, and no worries, no worries.
No.
I know you mentioned that the way you're raised, of course. I guess I'm kind of raised the same way, but hey, kind of start going to school, and pick up some things, right?
Yeah, no swearing kind of raising, but I just said, you
You
know what word?
called one of the creatures an asshole.
Yeah.
And sure, absolutely, yeah, I agree. He
I would
truly,
try that to be my last time because, as I said, it's really not my thing. I was kind of losing my yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, my temper, yeah, because Destiny can really get you in that mood where you want to just tear your hair out and yeah, kill everything. So you get more and more impatient when you
absolutely.
die for such stupid reasons in so stupid situations. So yeah, that is Destiny for you. But I still like the game for I
Absolutely.
don't know what reason exactly, but I still like it.
I know exactly what you mean about how a game can do all that and kind of make you want to rip your hair out and just,
Yeah,
just kind of go nuts. Like, of course, with the Diablo. I think you've seen a bit of my Diablo 3 Let's
yeah,
Play. I'm
yeah.
playing it on hardcore, so I can't afford to die. If I was to die once, that's game over.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's just super nerve-wracking.
right. They would gray out your character. You can't play it anymore, and it goes into some kind of Hall of the Remembered, and you can never touch them. You can never access the inventory. It's lost. You have to start from scratch. So yeah, it's called hardcore mode. One
I'd
life.
have to cry. I'd have to cry if that happened to me. If I die, lost everything, I'd go cry in a
Yeah.
corner for a good 20 minutes.
Whether you're level 3, level 50, or 70, it doesn't care. It will erase your character. It will like make it unplayable anymore. You can basically it's erased, but it just goes into a hall of records, like of the dead for the remembered. So yeah, I came close to dying. So yeah, I know exactly what you mean. And Parsnip Burger, my good buddy Matt says, hope all is well. Yes, Matt, if you are watching this or, everything is good. Thank you. Everything is good. Hope you're well as well. So let's see here. What's the other thing I wanted to touch up on was I noticed you were having trouble a little bit at the beginning, but it seemed like you pretty much got used to that assault rifle or laser rifle or whatever it was at the beginning with the scope. You were staring down the scope, and you were saying like it's got like a reverb where it's constantly shaking, so it's not very accurate. But it seemed like you got used to it. Do you know the gun I was referring to? And then I mentioned in the chat saying, is there a way you can upgrade it? Get like a better scope or something like that, or
Yeah, that's the laser, the faster laser gun. That is the main weapon. Yeah, well, yes, because for instance, I can't help but compare the game right now to Killzone because, as you know, I just bought Killzone and it's also a first-person shooter. So there, the handling of the weapons is much different. You feel them better, you can aim better. So
Hmm.
when I switched back to Destiny, I was like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah.
oh my God, I have to aim this. Oh no, it's up there. Oh my God, I can't hit. Oh no. So
Yeah, yeah.
not there, and yeah, it was kind of uncontrollable for me. But that is also kind of due to the sticks of the PlayStation controller. They are
Oh, boy.
very uncomfortable actually, and I have to get some rubber like thumbs to cover those so I can get more grip. Yeah, like those. Exactly.
Yeah, these help. These are good. They're only like
Yeah.
$5, I believe.
I didn't
Yeah.
even know those existed.
Oh yeah, and here's the good part about it is, and I even have for my 360 like that. Um, don't wait until you wear down the rubber on your controllers. As soon as you
Yeah.
get a new controller or you get it new, put one of these things on it. It's, it just kind of preserves it. That's what I like to do because it starts to wear down the nub and stuff like that. And when you put it on, it just makes it kind of weird. So put it like the first chance that you get before it starts to wear down that rubber. I mean, these
Yeah.
controllers are like what, $50, $60 a piece. So
Yeah, absolutely. I have to order one of those. I think that they are like 5 Bulgarian leaves here, so that's like $2.50.
oh, that's very cheap. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
not for that price. You can get extras. uh,
yeah.
absolutely.
Consider that because the last I beat the DualShock 3 to the PS3 actually the sticks were much more comfortable, and
Hmm.
after using the controller for like almost 3 years, it just didn't change at all. I mean, it was super perfect in a perfect condition, and now I'm seeing some pictures of the DualShock 4 controller that is very fast. Is getting kind of those things are kind of you know
Coming,
ah
wearing down the.
yeah, they are wearing down so a lot faster than the previous controller. So I really have to get those. I'm sure that they are going to be much more comfortable
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
yeah, the texture is very strange and it's really not comfortable. My thumbs got really tired very quickly. So
Right. They even have a thing where it actually raises this a little bit, the thumb thing, how I mean, and then you can get like an extension, so you don't, you can be playing it a little bit up here if it's more comfortable
oh
instead of,
yeah,
yeah, they
that's
have those things
interesting.
as well. I think those are maybe mostly for like side scrollers or platformers, I think, which they don't really make too often, especially like the side scrollers.
Mm-hmm.
With Killzone, I take it that's the game you play on your PC, right? So you have
No,
the mouse, and you play with the mouse and the keyboard. So it's kind of oh,
no, that's
um,
actually a PS4
also PS4.
exclusive. One of the
Okay,
first games that ever came out for PS4, for
okay.
PS4, and it's also a Sony PlayStation exclusive in general. So it was on the
Oh,
previous console.
I know that. I don't know much about the PS4 and
Yeah,
Xbox. Okay,
it's only for Sony. Yeah.
I see. Okay, okay. Um, in your personal opinion, what do you prefer, just like overall, between those
Mm,
two computers?
between the consoles, or
No, no, between Killzone and Destiny. Which one
well,
overall has a better feel, better control, better gameplay, better story?
as a story, Killzone has to have the better story. Although I don't see the story yet much. I mean, it's kind of the regular stuff you would expect. I mean, we were invaded. We have to defend against the invaders or something. So it's not really a super great story, and it's not told the way that you get invested so emotionally. But the gameplay is better in the way because the gunplay is better, uh, and you feel the weapons. The weapons have a weight to them. So that is better, but Destiny is in a great setting. Everything is very beautiful and yeah, it's super different. I mean, I like both games, and I can't say which one I prefer for now.
Okay.
Yeah, but definitely Killzone is a solid game for now. I'm still kind of at the beginning, not really at, but I'm not in the middle either, so I can't really make a review of it or anything like that. But it's a solid game, I think, for now.
Maybe we can see a stream of that one day of
Oh yeah,
Killzone.
definitely.
Yeah.
I'll do that next time. Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Cool. Um, yeah, I noticed like the different kind of play styles. I'll just quickly bring up, Spy the Movie Guy, Steve. He uses a lot that six shooter. I call it a six shooter. I don't think it's really a six shooter. It's like a pistol. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And he uses that a lot, it seems, and he does a lot of headshots. There seems to be a really nice variety of kind of weaponry that you kind of switch up. Mostly using that main assault rifle or laser assault rifle. Throwing grenades. You didn't do it so much in this one, or at least I didn't take notice of it. But the first stream you did, last week when I was having problems, but I was still kind of able to make it out, and I kind of watched it when you uploaded it on YouTube. You were using for quite a bit the sword. Matter of fact, I kind of thought it was a different game when you did that, which was incredible, like some sort of fantasy game, almost like is this Elder Scrolls Online? But no. Um,
Yeah.
what's up with that? With that weapon? Is that
Well, that was super huge surprise for me as well because I know that Destiny, first of all, is a first-person game, and you only get to see your character also when you get to the tower, where is the social place of the game, and then you get to be third person and walking around, see your whole character,
mm,
and this sword in the middle of the fight, it was super surprising for me because I know that there's no such things in Destiny, and all of a sudden, oh, here's a sword, that this powerful mythical weapon, just take it and use it now. And I was like, well, cool. So I did everything that I could with it, and then of course they took it out and
good out?
said,
So it's just
oh,
a temporary thing, kind of
temporary,
different,
yeah.
but almost similar, but different in the way that it's permanent. In Doom, you have a chainsaw, and that's like I remember in Doom 1 and Doom 2. This is way before your time, mind you. It was like early '90s, so you weren't playing games then. Um,
Nope.
on the PC, there's you of course are familiar with the Doom franchise, but it's old, pixels for graphics, but still, fun game. You can't jump or anything. You got to rely on elevators to get to different levels. There's a part in, I think it's Doom 2, as a matter of fact, when you first start off, you go backwards because typically people just go forward. They move on forward. You don't think about turning around and going backwards. I decided to do that. I turned around and there was a chainsaw there, and I took it, and that kind of stays with you. And it's a pretty powerful thing when you get up close. You just cut into them, and then can kill like low-level creatures like the Hellspawn, quite easily. So I do love like melee combat, when it comes to first-person shooters as well. Those can always be fun. Um, so yeah, that was an outstanding stream. Another one, and I want to apologize again for not, last week when you did it, not being able to really experience that fully, even though I was there the whole time. But I think you kind of saw what I was going through, right? It just kept
Yeah,
buffering.
yeah,
It
yeah,
was
of course.
oh,
Of course, I totally relate to you, Sam. So it's totally not your fault.
sure,
Just don't worry about that. You can always watch it on YouTube.
sure, yeah, and which I did, and I commented on, and I can hear my brothers come home, but that's okay. I can just always close the door. Um, yeah, let me close the door.
Okay, no problem.
So what were you guys talking about?
Yeah, for the some of the Destiny weapons and how this is compared to Killzone's weapons.
Nah. They have a chainsaw in Destiny?
No, they had a sword. I mean, in one of the missions, but that was just a temporary weapon,
Oh,
unfortunately.
that's
Yeah,
sad.
the thing was tremendous. Yeah, too bad it wasn't permanent like the chainsaw in Doom.
I was like that one guy in Halo who'd spam the energy sword in the multiplayer maps because I'd rather use that than any other weapon. That's
Oh,
also why I was hated in that game.
oh man,
Yes.
it's sad I haven't really played any Halo. except for the first one.
Ah, it's just I like multiplayer in games. I like playing with other players. I like to see how mad you can get them. That's how I normally make my friends. If they don't get mad and enjoy playing with me, I know they're gonna be a good friend. If they get mad at me, I know, well, that was fun while it lasted.
Right. It's okay to be like a little mad, like you know,
Hmm.
like a fallen fun, you know, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Not a serious thing.
But
That's
when you
right.
threaten to kill my family, that's
No,
taking it a
no,
little
no. There's
far.
something like that. None of
No,
that.
no, no.
Then you block them.
Some people just don't know how to have fun. I
Absolutely. Yeah.
mean, it's a multiplayer game. You're gonna die. Get used to it.
Yeah,
You
you're gonna die a lot more times than in the single player. So, and also in Destiny, you get to play with guys that are 34th level, 20th level, and I'm like still level 10. So it's super unfair, and they still have a lot more. Uh, a lot better powers, weapons. So they just blast me into oblivion, and I'm like, "Oh, I just got here! Awesome!"
They
And
don't
now I'm
separate.
just leaving.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I really have to get used to playing FPS with a controller. Then if I get the level up, maybe I can kill some more guys than just only like 2 or 3 for now.
Yeah, and I do notice like with the controller and with the mouse. I mean, personally, I mean, I started off being a PC guy, but I still love PC games. It's just my laptop I'm on is not powerful enough to handle like more of the newer games. Um, but what's kind of cool is, you know, when I'm playing any kind of game, a first-person game, whether it's like Duke Nukem or something, or if I ever play Destiny, I can just sit back, you know, but mostly I play like, you know, Oblivion or Skyrim. You know, I can just sit back on my chair. I don't have to be up close. I don't have to have like both hands, you know, on a keyboard. What is cool about with the mouse, though, I noticed, is it's very accurate. You know, because you move, where when you want to aim, and then you can turn quicker because you know this is like the turn thing where you
Yeah,
stay,
yeah.
look up. So, versus the controller where you have to, you do this and then you kind of move at the speed of whatever, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why I'm much better with the mouse on the FPS games, and that's why it's so hard for me to get used to playing FPS with the controller because when I had PS3, I didn't really play much FPS games on that, so I wasn't able to get used to it much.
Yeah, right. Um, and then what was the other thing I was gonna bring up? I cannot remember. I just drew a blank here.
Yeah, it happens. And by the way, I want to apologize that I'm kind of little bit sleepy because
No,
yeah,
absolutely. It's like
yeah,
almost midnight for where you're at.
yeah, just 6 more minutes till midnight, so I'm super sleepy, so I have to apologize. And by the way, I'm with my Xena t-shirt
I
right
was
now.
wondering what that was for a little bit because I could only see the top of it.
Yeah, can you
Yeah,
stand up and let us see that?
okay.
You said it's a Zenith. That is fantastic. Hold on,
Yeah,
let me put you on the presentation so we can all see that.
I could only see the top of her hair, so for like a good minute I was sitting there trying to figure out what it was.
Fantastic.
okay, Xena.
Awesome. And I take it you made that shirt, eh?
Yeah, I made it, I designed it. Here are some elements from like the Xena breastplate, but I flipped them on the other side and just put them
Yeah.
here and here. And here I have, I think, a horse, a sword, a chakram. Yeah, so I have something everywhere, basically.
That's fantastic. Any back art? Or not
Yeah,
really?
I have
Just,
wings on the back also. But
ah,
yeah, I'm going to have to show you some pictures.
sure.
Uh,
Yeah, of course. Maybe under like another hangout, you can bring all your Xena swag and kind of showcase what you have Xena-wise. Because, I mean, you guys may not, well, maybe you guys know it now if you don't know already. Gary G is a huge Xena fan, as am I. I mean, I've loved Hercules, and then when Xena came on, to me, that just blew it all away. I thought Xena was just the absolute best. Have all the seasons, of course, on DVD. I'm kind of going through certain episodes, watching them again.
Awesome. So
Uh,
you have all the seasons.
say again?
Yeah, you have all the seasons, so you can watch everything
Yeah,
you
I
want.
got all
Yeah.
the seasons. And what the beauty part is, I left it at my dad's house. Um, Here, because I don't have them here. I could bring them, but then I'm, kind of running out of room. I have to do something about that. Uh, I can watch it on Netflix, so which is also good.
Yeah, that's super great.
Now, I saw your last video that you put out where it was like the news, on Assassin's Creed, the next one, after Syndicate. And by the way, thank you for that shout out in that video. Do appreciate
Yeah, of
that.
course, no problem.
Um, that does look tremendous. Going to Egypt. I've just always been fascinated as well. With just the look of it. With the sphinxes, the pyramids, and everything, and just the overall look. And that's why I enjoy films. Like, even though I know it's not the greatest films at all, but like the Mummy films with Brendan Fraser. For example, I don't like the guy, but still, it has some pretty nice cinematography. I think you know of what films I speak of. Yeah.
Yeah, The Mummy 1, 2, and 3.
Returns. Yeah, absolutely. I kind of liked it. Not necessarily for Brendan Fraser. I absolutely loved Rachel Weisz in it, especially in the second one. She was more of like a fighter.
Hmm.
Really dug into the
Um,
cinematography.
you mean the actress that played his wife?
Yeah, I forgot her name now.
Well, they changed
Yeah,
her for the second film is a different actress.
third
It
third
was
one
different in the
played.
third one.
Yeah, Maria Bello. She's a good actress too, but I mean, I prefer Rachel Weisz. Started off with her.
Yeah, she's awesome. I
There's
have to.
some. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Uh, no worries. I was just going to say that um, when I was watching those movies when I was a kid, first of all, I didn't notice that they switched the actors, but then I was like, I think there's something different here.
Yeah, right. Because especially it's been so long, like about 10 years or so since the last one, I think. Right?
I'm not sure
It's
because
been, it's
the
been many,
mummy.
many, many years.
No, I think that
Well,
is less than that. Let me check because the Mummy 3, I think it was more recent. I'm going to check now. I forgot the title. Yeah, 2008. Tomb
yeah,
of the
yeah.
Dragon Emperor.
Yep. With I think Michelle Yao and Jet Li was the mummy this
Yeah,
time
Jet
around.
Li, yeah. Michelle Yao, yeah, absolutely. That was an interesting movie, not exactly on the level of the previous two, but I liked it.
Yeah,
One of my
but
But
yeah,
favorite parts was like the start when they were fishing and he got tired of using the rod and reel and he started shooting the fish. That was one of my favorite parts.
yes. Wasn't that in the first or second one? I think it was like
I think that I
was it the
thought that was the
first?
third one.
Or the third one?
I think so.
Okay,
Because then the
starting to
wife
bleed together.
she made a witty remark when she found a bullet in one of the fishes.
Oh yes, yeah, okay, yeah. Now I remember. Yeah,
and I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
remember that.
I
Hmm.
believe it was like the very start of the third one. I watched that, then went upstairs. The movie that just didn't get my attention.
Mm.
Hmm.
I'm just trying to also get to the page just in case we have any questions. But um, let's see here. Oh, here we go. Okay.
From YouTube?
Yeah, from YouTube. Sometimes when viewers are watching, I can actually. Oh, actually, we can. In case we have any questions, but oh, here we go. See here. Let me show you. I will put the link down right here, and you can see it for yourself. It looks like we have no questions. That's okay. Okay, let me just show you what the page is.
Okay.
I am looking forward to. Okay. Oh, looks like Andrew says he'll be right back.
Yeah, that was a
Uh,
while ago.
oh, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoops. Um, So that is the link. So you can see on the right side would be if people have a question, you can see it there.
Okay.
But
Yeah, on the right side. Yeah.
with Syndicate, that looks tremendous. Being able to play Evie, and I don't know what the man is, to be honest with you. I didn't really pay too much attention to that. I'm always for female leads, not Lara
Yeah.
Croft.
Yeah, I think he was Jacob or something, but not
Jacob.
really sure.
Very cool how Evie, I think, they each have their own like special ability. I don't know if that means sets of abilities or just the one. I'm not too. I gotta watch it again. But it looked as if when Evie is sneaking and when she stands still, crouching, she kind of goes into like a chameleon type mode, similar to the way the chameleon spell works in like Oblivion or like the Predator. I don't know if you know.
Yeah, actually, they have. I mean, she and her brother, they both have different abilities and different specialties. So we will get to experience two different assassins in the game. So she has more of a stealth kind of mode, but he can turn like invisible, like she can.
She can, yeah. And he's more of like a brawler, like a fighter, like up close, taking him out like that in fights, not so much sneaking.
Yeah,
Which
actually, yesterday I saw some new gameplay where he was like dressed very English-like and with a casket, or I forgot the name of that hat exactly. Without the hood, I mean, he was with a different hat, and he was beating guys left and right like they were nothing. And I'm kind of
wow,
like, wow. I mean, I got super terrible fighting style and system in the previous game in Unity, so now we get to kill them all basically and beat them up. Like, yeah, so that was cool. In the same time, it doesn't seem absolutely. It's like no challenge at all. I mean, they don't defend themselves, the enemies. They just stood like this, and he's like, bam, bam, whammo, and that was like done.
and this is Syndicate, the gameplay that you saw for?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, from yesterday.
I wonder if they're still getting the bugs out. Maybe it was just like a demo thing to kind of showcase more of his abilities. God willing, that's what that is.
It was probably scripted.
I'm sorry, what was that?
It was probably scripted. Most demos are normally scripted.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just showing like you can kill one of the targets, but then they didn't show the assassination, of course, because it's going to spoil the story. So it was a part of a mission in the game.
Yeah, my favorite will still be Evie. I like her style in like fantasy. And at the same time, I'm starting to remember what it was I was going to say, but I'll finish this thought first before I forget what I was going to say here. In like RPG games, I typically, warriors, they're cool too. I mean, maybe if I make a Xena character, that's the only reason why I would make a warrior character is someone based off of like a Xena character and kind of utilize all the skills except for magic. I typically like to play magic users, mages, wizards, sorcerers, even battle mages is pretty good. My second favorite class would be like stealth-like characters and like assassins, thieves. So this works out perfectly. That's why in Assassin's Creed 4, that last one I did, I know it's been a while and I got to get back to it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until I get my Ethernet cable that way that I can put the quality up to high and then I can stream it that way because I know that it moves around a lot when you're spinning the camera, kind of get a little bit blurry. But with Diablo 3, it doesn't really matter because the graphics aren't too high, so it's okay. When you were watching it, you were mentioning that the graphics were kind of okay when you were watching Diablo 3. The last one, do you recall?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because also the camera is like in the air, so. But it was obvious that the quality was normal, so nothing to worry about there.
It doesn't look like that for Assassin's Creed 4. Okay,
yeah,
because
all pixels, all the time.
I do remember your words. Well, to be honest with you, Sam, the graphics, the streaming quality looks pretty terrible.
Yeah.
And I give you my.
At least she was honest.
Yeah, and she was honest. I prefer that. I prefer the honesty. Brutally honest is the way to go. I feel. So that way I know, and then when I get the Ethernet cable, that's going to fix that, and I can bump up the quality to high. That's because Diablo 3 doesn't really have too high of requirements anyways, just because of the nature of how the game is, the perspective, you know, being the top-down bird's eye view, which you're familiar with that. What was it called? Tomb Raider, something of Osiris, or
The Temple of
Temple
Osiris.
of
Yeah.
Osiris. Yeah, and you mentioned that in a comment saying like you're starting to kind of get into games more of this kind of perspective ever since that game. The only one I've played that was Tomb Raider like that. I mean, I played some of the other previous Tomb Raider games, but I'm talking about the one before that, Temple of Osiris, which was Guardians of Light, and that was on the 360, and that was the only one that I kind of played. I do want to download it on my Xbox One though. But yeah, so the graphics aren't too hardcore, you know, for Diablo 3. When you're playing it, you know, it's almost stationary. When you move, the environment just shifts like kind of slowly, so it's okay. But with Assassin's Creed, you know, you're always moving around. Everything is going so fast that the pixels cannot catch up with the stream, especially when you have the quality down lower. But you know, once you get that direct connect, you know, I can bump it up to high quality, and it's going to look, you know, perfect. That's when I'm going to continue with the Assassin's Creed, you know, Twitch streams. But yeah, so that one that I was talking about, I kind of went off topic, was that stealth campaign that I was doing, that mission. Do you know the one I'm talking about? I went into some little village.
Yeah, that little bit, yeah, absolutely. And you were trying to get to the target,
Mm-hmm.
and then you actually try to basically get rid of all the guys,
Yeah.
you know, in the way. But you don't really have to do that. You just have to avoid them and then just go into the target, because that way you can play this one mission so many hours if you just, yeah, kind of losing time, I mean.
Gotcha. I kind of had a feeling maybe I could do it without. I was getting kind of I didn't want to risk anything. Like I thought maybe they might see me, so I tried going after them. But now I know. You know, thank you for that. I can just, if it looks like I could sneak and get through a mission where, you know, I don't really have to kill anything or just kill things like in the shadows, I can. You know, I do like how I can hide in like the bushes or whatever, and you know, bring them over to me through whistling or just kind of pulling them into the bushes and killing them that way. Yep. Outstanding.
Yeah, exactly. And by the way, I remember this funny moment in the previous, I think, video where you just stood in the bushes, and one guy just walked into the bushes, and you were supposed to kill him right away, but you just stood there, and that guy was like, "Oh, what the hell is this guy doing there?" So yeah, he discovered you, and your cover was blown, and I'm like, "Sam, kill that guy right away. He's in the bushes. Kill him. Don't
Yeah.
wait. You can't wait."
Hey, to be fair, I probably would have done the same thing once he entered the bush. Maybe he won't see. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, he'll see you right away.
To be fair, I would have done the same thing.
But now I know. No mercy. So when I see them, you know, I'm just gonna, to get close into the bushes, I'm gonna just pull them in and stick them like right in the liver or whatever.
Whatever you see fit, basically. But if you play the previous Assassin's Creed games, you already have this sense of how to do this thing. So I super understand that you don't yet have this feeling, the killing instinct, and how the game mechanics work. So it's perfectly understandable. No worries. I mean,
The
get used to
last
it.
one. I think you noticed I was greatly improved in that, the more recent one, the one where
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I saw that you were killing guys left and right.
right hand sneaking, because that's my bag, you know, stealth. I mean, if there's no magic involved, like in a fantasy game, like you can't, you know, being a mage is not an option. My second choice would be like an assassin or a thief. So that was like more in my element, and I really enjoyed that thoroughly. And I'm going to be quite honest with you, I never felt so much like an assassin than I did right then and there in that game, in those moments doing that. I kind of wish that, you know how you sneak, you're kind of crouching and you're moving. You only do it when you're going through the bushes, but when you get out of it, you stand up, you kind of walk kind of normal. I wish there was a way, like in not Diablo, I'm sorry, in like Oblivion or in Skyrim, when you push down, it's this button. When you push this down, you crouch, and you can. It's a toggle when, you know, when you crouch. So even when I'm out in the open, I can still kind of crouch.
Yeah, absolutely. It's super ridiculous that they never put that into Assassin's Creed. They just did that with Unity, so you have that ability in Unity. But it's just ridiculous because for
Good.
Assassin game, there's no this ability, and you can do that in any other game like Tomb Raider, Uncharted. You can crouch, but in
Right.
Assassin's Creed, where you're supposed to be like assassin,
An
you
assassin.
can't do that. So finally, they did that now with Unity. So I totally
Good, and let's hope.
understand you. You're absolutely right.
I just hope they. I don't see why they wouldn't, but hopefully they'll continue with that with Syndicate, and and the one where it takes, and every one that comes out in the series, from there on out.
Yeah, hopefully, it's necessary.
It's necessary, absolutely. Um, I guess the other thing I'd also like to touch up on, just very briefly, because the time is near, getting closer. November 10th is Fallout 4.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
I don't know if you've been keeping up with that. I kind of have, and I'm hearing a lot of people complaining about the graphics of it, not liking how, not necessarily the graphics being bad, but more of like the look of the game, how it looks kind of too
It's kind of
beautiful. The sky
um,
is blue and everything.
well, I only can judge by what I saw from the trailers and judging by the dog that I saw in the trailers. The graphics look kind of, and some of the textures on the walls and floor and everything, the graphics kind of look dated in a way, but
Really?
that may be not the case
I think
when the game
yeah,
comes out, but
yeah.
it kind of looked this way because the dog looked not so furry. It looked like it's made out of something else,
Play-Doh.
not really fur. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? The
the dog looks
textures.
like it's made out of
Yeah.
Play-Doh.
Yeah.
I think you have to see more of the updated stuff that I've seen, the footage. It's much better than that. Not the E3 demo thing. I can share with you, when we get off or whatever. Next time you can see it. Other gameplay footage. There's one where he stumbles into town, and he gets that kind of like this cranking laser rifle, and he's fighting, and at the end he fights this. He gets like the suit, some power armor suit, and he fights this Deathclaw, and it kind of showcases the VAT system, of course, the dog attacking someone. The graphics look a lot better there.
Yeah,
So there's
it's absolutely
some more
possible.
footage.
Yeah. We're just going
Uh,
to see when the game comes out because you can't really tell by the YouTube footage. You know, it's super compressed, even though it's in HD. It's not really HD in reality. It's not like you're going to. It's not the same as seeing the game on your screen. So we'll see when the game comes out.
Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, how do you feel about the graphics being like in the sense of like it doesn't look like the third one where it's all like yellowish, the sky is all yellow, and it looks like it has like this very somber atmosphere versus how it looks now where it's blue skies, the sun is out. Mind you, there's going to be areas where there's like swamp areas where it is going to look all doom and gloom and just kind of like your typical apocalyptic thing, or at least I don't want to say typical because if you watch the Mad Max films and watch like Tank Girl, it doesn't, the skies are still blue. So I don't know what they're complaining about. Just because you're in a post-apocalyptic world, it doesn't mean like the whole sky is going to be covered in
And
like
dust.
dust.
Yeah,
Right. It's gonna,
absolutely.
if you've seen, A Boy and His Dog, or some of these other apocalyptic films, Fury Road. The sky still looked blue, the sun was still coming down. So that I think is just like a nitpick kind of complaint from the people, just because saying that it just looks different from Fallout 3, and that might just have been um, I don't know, maybe just to kind of differentiate itself from like Oblivion, and yeah, well, with Oblivion really, because Oblivion was nice and cheery and everything, with the blue skies and everything. So I think they wanted to go with a darker tone, being a post-apocalyptic world. But now I think they kind of realized that we're going to try to make it look a little bit more realistic and still keep certain areas have that kind of dark look to it, like in Fallout 3, so they can go there. Matter of fact, how you're able to build your own house and build many houses really, and build your own kind of town and village, and kind of like a small. You can build it almost at any one of those locations. There's probably going to be building sites, but throughout the place, there's going to be like a tree province area. We can start building like a tree house and like a city up in the trees, a swamp-like area. I'm just one out in the wasteland, you know, where it's like kind of desert-like. Maybe there's like an area, I think, where there's, you know, the fallout didn't hurt them so badly, so there's some trees like growing back and some grass, you know, and you can like, you know, build it up over there. So there's many different areas that you can go to, and this is, you know, of course, being held in Boston.
Yeah,
Oh, it looks like
I'm all up for that.
cool. Yeah.
It just sounds great. And you know, by the way, I kind of have to go now
No,
because
I got
it's
you. I got you.
16 minutes after midnight, and I still have to work out and go to bed.
I got you. Okay, we're gonna cut this short then. Right now, if you just want to say your goodbyes and tell them maybe what's coming up in your channel.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Farewell.
Hi.
It looks like
Hello.
Sean is here. You finally have a chance to meet Gary G in person.
Hello.
This is
Yeah,
fantastic.
how
Fantastic.
Sean?
Hello, Gary. How's it going?
Good. It's pretty late where I am, kind of after midnight. But you know, Sam, I wanted to tell you something first because it's kind of funny.
Sure.
Have you heard of the show Dating Naked?
Dating naked?
Naked, yeah.
Naked?
Dating Naked, yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never heard of it.
I've never heard of that.
I haven't either.
Well, it's super funny. It's in the Philippines. I
In the
mean,
Philippines. I'm Filipino. Okay.
yeah, that is exactly the reason that I'm telling you this because, and it's also very funny. It's of one of the islands that it's like only reserved for this show, and the show is all about that you haven't been able to find your half in life. I mean, girlfriend, boyfriend, or anything. So you go there and you have to strip naked and go on a date with the other person is going to be also fully naked. So it's super funny, super interesting show. You have to see it. It's very entertaining. Of course, they hide, you know,
What do you-
which parts.
Okay.
It's on VH1. Actually, it's a VH1 show.
I think I've seen an advert for that, actually. Is it good?
Yeah, so if you have a chance to check it out, it's super interesting because
I will.
the reaction of the people, like when they see each other naked, is like, "Oh, hi, nice to meet you. Yeah, you're naked. Yeah, I'm too." So,
And
so
these are
very
all
funny.
Filipino people, or other people from everywhere can come to this.
Well, it's mostly, I mean, it's fully American show, so
Oh, it's an American show.
yeah, Americans from all over the world. Oh boy, from all over America.
I gotcha.
Come, yeah, to participate, yeah. And then they go to live in the house, which is absolutely gorgeous, like beach house, but you know, more luxurious.
Do they stay naked the entire time?
Most of the time, yeah, because they can kind of wear clothes in the house, but mostly they don't.
Oh.
So first, the show starts with one guy and one girl, and they date each other. And the next day, they have different dates, and they take them to the house. They meet the other girl, the other guy, and so on. And after the first week, you have to decide which one of those you're going to be keeping and which you're going to send home. And this is 10 weeks. So they each date two people every week and decide who to keep or who not. And of course, they could also pick each other, but yeah.
Wow.
Super interesting.
That might be kind of fun to watch, but
Yeah, very fun.
like that, I'd be a little kind of nervous. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the whole team is going to see you naked. If not the people of the world, but the whole team is going to.
Yeah.
Does anyone on it get excited, if you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They get like, too excited.
Yeah, absolutely. There are some cases.
If he didn't ask it, I was about to, so I'm glad he did first.
Take one for the
Yeah,
team.
Thank
yeah,
you.
there were several cases of that. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Come here, Lily. Come here.
Okay, so I'm going to go now, and we definitely have to do this earlier so I can be
Sure, no,
here
absolutely.
longer.
Absolutely. I might go on a stream in a little bit myself too, so I know you're going to be sleeping, but you can always catch it on YouTube as usual. I'll continue with my Diablo 4 hardcore character, but God willing, I don't die, because if I die, that's it.
Yeah, of course. Crossing fingers.
Yes. Okay, guys, if you do not know Gary G, or just Gary, she has 3 channels. You know, like I said, Gary G Reviews and Xena GK, but the one we're focusing on right now here is Gary G Gaming. I'm going to be leaving links down in the script below to her 3 channels, but not only that, to also Andrew's channel and to Sean, who just joined us. I'll be leaving, you know, links to them as well, and please sub to all these guys. And with Gary G Gaming's, she has very good amount of subscribers, like already, and like her Xena GK and her Gary G Reviews, which is kind of like the one she's more focused on. But gaming-wise, have you gained some subscribers? I think the last I saw when you first, I kind of like saw you, your Gary G Gaming, you had like 67 subscribers, and now you're like at 72 or 73, something like that. Is that true, or was it always at the 70s?
74. I kind of got 3 subscribers maybe these days on the gaming channel, and 1 on the reviews channel.
That is tremendous, but that at least it's going up. It should be more. I think that it should be way more that you're gaining. You know, with Sir Wolfbane, he finally hit 100, so congratulations to him on that. But your stuff is very truly underrated, and more people, God, you know, for the love of Christ, guys, subscribe to her. You know, her work needs to be recognized. She does fantastic Twitch streams, Let's Play videos, awesome commentary, very funny, very awesome reviews, not just with the movies, but with the gaming stuff. Head on over to Gary G Gaming's and show her much love and support, and subscribe to her. You can tell her I sent you, and just check out her Twitch streams and be there live for her. And then, you know, sometimes we may do this. We kind of make it a semi-regular thing. You know, after a Twitch stream, we can do a little, you know, like a hangout and kind of talk about what we saw on the Twitch stream, which what we just did here. So please, for the love of God, guys, Gary G Gaming, head on over to her channel, show her much love and support, subscribe, and comment, and like her videos and share it. Thank you, Gary.
Thank you. I'm speechless once again, and I'm just speechless.
Oh.
Thank you very much, Sam.
Thank you for joining.
That was amazing. You can like win an award for best introductions and everything.
I just want people to recognize greatness when they see it. Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Sure.
Yeah.
And that also goes for, you know, Sean. I'm going to be with you, Andrew. I'm sorry. I have to check out like the stuff you put out still. I do apologize, and you know I'm going to do that. But I've seen a few of Sean's already. Even though I only commented on one. But you do awesome Let's Plays of like the Call of Duty game. You know, you're quite good at the first person thing. I would like to see you two team up and join forces and take down some of those guys in Call of Duty or something. Be awesome.
Awesome. Okay, Sam, we have to go.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much to everyone that joined us, and we should definitely do this again just a little bit earlier.
Sure thing.
Okay.
I'm about to close this off myself.
Nice to meet you, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, nice to meet you. Hopefully we have more time the next time.
Yeah.
Okay, Sam and Sean, bye for now.
See you later.
And Andrew, if he's still on. If he still is on. Yeah. Okay. Okay, awesome. So, bye to you as well. Till soon.
Bye.
Later.
Peace out.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Best games for the best prizes on g2a.com and citykeys.com.